Okay, markup. Remember what is important? This.
On cost.
Yes, remember this is very much important because next time they can say on selling price.
Selling price.
Okay, no problem. I'm not going to analyze, but I'm just going to check how are you going to calculate that. So firstly, they give us the markup. Do you prefer us to analyze first or do you want to go direct? What do you think?
I remember your formula, say.
Okay.
So
So,
to calculate this, okay.
yes,
So since it's on cost, it's always going to be on 100, right?
I like that. Let me write it down. I like this. Cost, you said it will be 100, ne?
Yes.
Perfect. What about the markup?
Markup it's 40%.
40%. Perfect. What about the selling price?
Selling price it's 140 because we're adding.
One. Perfect. I like this. That's the first thing that we need to do. Okay.
Yes.
Now we have got cost price. Remember, the first thing that you need to know, you cannot use this information on the amount including VAT. Did you hear what I said?
So I cannot use these amounts if it's including that.
Yeah, markups are not applied on the amount including VAT. So the amount must always exclude VAT before you can calculate markups.
Okay.
You know, the reason why I want you to know that is because, like I said, there are questions where sometimes they give you, for example, selling price including VAT. You can't use that amount that is including VAT. You must first take out VAT. Does that make
VAT.
sense?
Yes.
Perfect. But at least this one, we don't have to worry. This one, everything is excluding VAT.
Okay.
Okay. Please let's try A. How do you think? Use this analysis and tell me how will you approach this question. Let's use this analysis. Remember, we used to do this equals here. I want you to tell me how are you going to approach this question.
Okay, so the 2000 will go
Where?
by
Where
the
will I put
cost
it?
side.
Perfect. So meaning here, the cost, like you said, is the 2000.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So the cost is 2000, and then what is the next step?
The next step is to find
The A. Let's use the question mark.
uh,
A. What is A?
a markup.
I like that. Let me write markup because most people they don't know that it's the same thing. Profit is the same as the markup. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what will I? Okay. Because I'm calculating A, I must go and check the markup here. As you can see, I've got the markup here. Meaning I'm gonna come here because I'm looking for the markup. And then for me to show that I'm looking for the markup, I'm gonna put what?
Question mark.
Yes. I don't know if this thing is useful to you when you do it like this.
Yes, I do it. Even in the paper, I do it.
Yeah. So now, how can you tell me you are going to approach the calculation? Now I need calculation. Therefore,
I'm gonna
you
say
look at,
2000.
you say 2000. Yes, I agree. And
Times 40%
times 40.
over. Is it over 100 because it's excluding VAT?
No, you are correct, but it's not because it's excluding VAT. It's just got nothing to do with VAT. But okay, let me write it down and then I'll explain why. You are correct. It's because
Okay.
remember, wherever you put question mark, ne, the rule, ne,
Yes.
you need to put that on top. That's why you took this photo, you put it on top here. You understand what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
Wherever you put the amount, can you see you put 2000 here?
Yes.
you will put that percentage at the bottom.
Okay.
If this 2000 was here in line with 140, you were supposed to divide by 140. So you always divide by the percentage where you put the amount given. I don't know if it makes sense.
So you're saying where the question mark is,
Yes.
that's where you put the amount given.
Remember, I'm trying to get this fraction that you gave me, 40 over 100.
Yes.
So how do I get this fraction? I check where I put question mark. I take that
Yes.
percentage. How much is it? It's 40. That's why I put 40 on
Yes.
top because of the question mark.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
If this question mark was in line with 140, 140 was supposed to be on top. Does that make
On
sense?
top. Yes.
But how did I decide that I've got 100 here? I just have to check where I put the amount here, this 2000. You say I put 2000 here. You said it's the cost.
Yes, because it's always on 100.
It's always on 100. No. Why do you say it's always on 100? Just elaborate.
Because cost is 100. If it was on selling price, the selling price would have been 100 as well. So what I'm
Yes.
saying is, look, do you understand what I'm saying? Say, like, it makes sense in
Yeah,
my head.
I did get your point, né? But I want you to tell me, how did you decide that it's over 100? What technique did you use here? Because someone should have said divide by 140, but you chose 100. Why do we choose 100? How did we approach that? Just tell me, go take me through before I help you.
Because markup is on cost is 100.
Okay, maybe, but no, you didn't answer me the way I want. Like, I just want the technique because that you are going to use in the exam. Okay, I don't know if it makes sense. For me, I'll say, for me to avoid mistakes, I'll say because is the percentage of the amount given.
It is the percentage of the amount given.
Which amount did they give us?
40%.
Amount.
Or 2000.
So where did you put 2000? In line with what? 100.
100. Okay.
I used 100 because the amount given is put in line with 100. So that's how I put 100 here. I'm just saying as a technique.
Makes sense. I understand.
No, we're going to try another one. Don't worry. How much we get?
Let me calculate. 800.
So here we have 800. Question if you have.
No questions so far.
How easily can we find B? Because I think for B there's no need for us to do this, but I'm just gonna ask you a question to find B the way I found A. But without complicating things, by looking at this, we can find selling price. How can we find selling price? Easily, we can just say
2000 minus 800.
check the formula, check the formula, check the formula.
Oh,
It's the same as
oh,
this.
plus.
Yes.
So 2000 plus 800 is 2800.
Yes. It's the same as here. Here, can you see here? This formula. We always add this, and you always get this. That's the formula. Because in the selling price, you've got cost price plus markup. Doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's say, for example, I wanted you to find B first. Are we together?
Yes.
How would you analyze for me. How would you analyze here? Will I still, okay, let's say, remember if I say find B first, we only have 2000, we don't have A, we don't have B. So how would you approach this question? Will I shift 2000 or must I still leave 2000 there?
So if you're saying if B
We
is
had to
2000.
If let's say, remember we found A first. Let's say you wanted to find B first.
Okay, so the 2000 will still remain the same.
Yes, question mark will go to
selling price.
So I'll come here and say what? Question mark. Can you see now?
Question mark. Yes.
So how will the calculation look like now?
It will be 2000 times 140.
Yes.
Over 100.
Perfect. Can you see now? So it's up to you. It doesn't matter how you calculate it. You are supposed to get this 2,800. And for you to find A, you can just say 2.8 minus what?
2000.
2000, you get 8. Can you see now? It doesn't matter which one you have to start with.
Yes.
Yes. Are you okay?
Kasek, give me a minute just to write this down.
No problem. Take your time. No problem. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. You can continue.
No problem. How can we approach? Let me delete this so that we cannot have too much information. Okay, if you look at this one, which one was between C and D? Which one do you think we can calculate first to make our life easier?
D.
D. How will I find D?
Wouldn't you minus 10,000 minus 5,000?
How much?
It's 5,000.
5,000. Can you see now? Just like that. 10,000 minus 5,000. Now we can find this. Can you see now?
Yes.
Now, we can still use this information here. But unfortunately, with this information, we know that the markup is on cost. Unfortunately here, let me do this. We just know that cost is 100, but we are looking for what? We're looking for this 40.
Yes.
Not 40, yeah. We are looking for this. So unfortunately, they want us to find, but we know that for sure markup is 100. But we can use amount already, because amount there for cost, if you can check, is 5,000. You agree?
5,000. Yes.
5,000. And then we have markup of how much? 5,000. Selling price is how much?
Selling price is 10,000.
Yes, we have that. So we can use this information to find this information. Can you see now?
Yes.
See how easy is this? You just have to check here. Can you check here the column name?
It's what do you mean column name?
What do you see here? What do you see? The name of this column, what did they call it here? Check. Read, I know it's obvious. I want you to say it so that I can explain to you.
Markup on cost.
Yes. This means
Okay.
this means markup is the same as the profit, ne?
Yes.
This means you take that profit or the markup and you put it on cost.
Okay.
What is the profit here? How much is it?
It's 5,000.
5,000. Put it on cost. What is the cost?
5,000.
5,000. And we just multiply it by 100 to get a percentage. That's how to find the percentage. And obviously it's going to be how many percent?
5,000 times 5,000.
Divide, ne? Not multiply.
Or divide. It's 100. 100%.
I don't know if you understood what I just did. How easy is that? I just follow this because they said markup on cost. I checked the markup here, it's
Cost.
50, and I put it on top of cost, on cost. If it was markup on selling price, I'll take this 5,000 divided by the selling price, which is 10,000. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, that's how you find it.
Okay, let me write this down.
Perfect.
Okay, you can continue.
No problem. Please tell me how to approach the first one. Let's analyze the last one. Let's analyze the first one.
Okay, so we've got markup on cost, which is 100, and it's 25%.
Okay. Selling price.
Selling price is 125,
Okay.
and then the amount on selling price is 4,000.
Okay.
So then we're gonna say, okay, we can start with profit markup. So the question mark will go to the 25%.
Okay.
We're gonna say 4,000 times 25 over 125. That will give us 800.
Yes.
And then we're gonna say 4,000
Yes.
minus 800.
Okay.
It will give us 3,200 for the cost price.
Perfect. Perfecto.
Okay. That's not too hard.
Yeah, no, it's not too hard. It's not too hard. What you need to remember, just remember that if they give you amounts including VAT, first find amount excluding VAT before you can do your calculation.
So, for an example, if the 2,000 under the cost price was including VAT,
Yeah.
I need to say 2,000 times 15 over 115 first.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then I'll do the other calculations.
Yeah, remember that 15 over 115 is the VAT. You must go and minus it from that 2,000.
Okay, so if it was 2,000 times 15 over 115, it will give me 260
Yeah.
rand and 87 cents. Then that VAT amount minus by 2,000.
Yes.
Then it will be 1,739.13 cents. So that
Yes.
amount, then I'll do the other calculations where I'll
You
calculate
start
for A and B.
calculation. Yes.
Okay, I understand.